No
I'm
worries.
Kathy. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, it's nice to meet you too.
I don't know. Yeah, look, good morning, everyone. It looks like we've got 21 people on here already. Has Jeremy already told you to get started or?
Yeah, we're just waiting for a
No,
few minutes. Yeah.
yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, well, I'll just let you know that we've got Mark here from Lake Area Mortgage, and he's got some great information that he wants to share with all of you. And so we'll just let you get started. Looks like we've already got 23 people on. So welcome, Mark.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. Yeah. So those flyers that I had sent you, that's not part of this today. Is that right?
I don't think so, no.
No. Okay. No worries. Okay. I just thought that maybe I think that I had sent those. I'm not sure who I had sent those to. I thought that anyway, no worries. We won't talk anymore about the flyers. So, welcome everybody. Thank you for joining me. Like they said, my name is Mark Svihel. I am a loan officer with Lake Area Mortgage. I have been in the mortgage business for 30 years, and I kind of like to feel that if I felt that there was maybe a better company, I'd probably be working there. I don't think any mortgage company has maybe everything that something's ever 100% perfect, but where I think we're just unique, we're different. We offer all the basic stuff. I mean, all the stuff that everybody does, conventional FHA, Minnesota housing, those down payment assistance programs, all that stuff, we have it. Um, and it's great. And it's probably 80 to 90% of what we all do, right? But where we're unique is we are owned by a credit union. Lake Area Mortgage is owned by Royal Credit Union. Credit unions, um, like it or not, they're nonprofits, so we don't have to operate on a profit, and we also have access to um, portfolio products. Okay, so we have like any bank, we have deposits, and we need to lend those deposits back out. So our deposits allow us to be unique in what we offer from our product lineup. It offers us the unique ability. For example, we have an I-10 program that is just 10% down. Really, it's kind of us and Sunrise Banks that kind of is known to have that best product. We have one-time closed new construction. We have a 10% down lot loan. If one of your buyers wants to buy a lot and build a house on it, we could finance that currently at 5.375% and only require 10% down, where most banks are going to want 20% down at a much higher interest rate. So those are just some of the types of things that we do, that we offer these portfolio products. We have, zero down, 10-1 ARM, for that out of the box type of person who just needs something different. We have a no mortgage insurance, 3% down with no mortgage insurance. 10-1 ARM or a 30-year fixed product. It's just different things outside of the box. If it makes sense, there's probably a pretty good chance that we can find a home for it in our lineup of portfolio products. Maybe I'll just stop it there. If anybody has questions, I mean, do you open this up for questions, or do you just want me just to kind of rattle on with everything that we have?
Normally they will ask questions like right there and then, but they can also drop the questions in the chat box. I can literally just read them out loud if I have any. I can,
Okay, sounds good.
whichever.
Okay, sounds good. So yeah, so that's really some of the stuff that makes us, we're different. We underwrite all of our own stuff. Now, where we're different, we're still the same. I mean, if we need to put our broker cap on and we need to broker a loan, for example, somebody wants to put 20% down on a 30-year fixed conventional, and we just want to go find the best interest rate in town. I mean, certainly we can put our broker hat on and shop that around and broker it, whether we keep it in house or whether we sell it to Citi or New Res or any other of the brokered places. Sometimes people just want that best rate on a vanilla 30-year fixed rate loan, and if we need to do that, we will do that. But again, if we need to put our hat on, and maybe you find a condo that's non-warrantable, we may have a home for it if it makes sense. We don't want to go FHA, but somebody has a 630 credit score, and you can't get it to go on a conventional mortgage, and you don't want to go FHA, and it's really kind of an FHA loan. We might be able to go conventional portfolio and have all the benefits of a conventional appraisal versus having to go, FHA. There's just different things that enable us to be different with that lineup of portfolio products. And what's really nice is we have our own in-house underwriting. We're located in Arden Hills, so everybody's under one roof, and we're not sending it out to some underwriter from some faraway place that's going to beat us up on conditions. These are people that we know, see, and work with every day. And in my opinion, I think we have the best underwriters in 30 years that I've done this. Again, if there were somebody better, I'd probably opt to go work there from an underwriting standpoint. So, other things I can tell you about, we're very active with down payment assistance. I mean, we currently have a $5,000 grant that we offer. That's a forgivable grant. I mean, we participate in all the down payment assistance that you're aware of. I don't know if you heard, but Project Reinvest just opened one last week. If you don't know about that, talk to your mortgage person, or call, text, or email me. That just came out last week. It's another $5,000 or $10,500 assistance program that just came out. What else can I tell you? Ramsey County just reopened yesterday. They had been closed, so that down payment assistance program is back and open. Let's see, down payment assistance. What else can I tell you? I mean, obviously, all the old standbys that we've always had. Minnesota Housing, that's here today. I don't know if it's gone away in the 30 years I've done this. It's very popular because it's always available. So Minnesota Housing is still there and available. What else can I tell you guys? Oh, I think someone brought me to this because they really, really, really like the market analysis that I do. I send it out on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I think someone said, "Hey, I love this. Will you come join and share?" If you want access to it, I'm trying to remember who sent that out, but anybody, it was someone that works within your company, and I don't even actually work with them. They just like the format. They were put on my list somehow, and they received it every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and they asked if I would come on. So I just put out it's a very simple. It kind of tells you where the rate is today, whether it's going up or down, and it gives you like a 3 sentence. Hey, here's what's going on in the market. And we all kind of know, a lot of us pay attention to the market. But some people don't. Some people don't. They're out selling real estate, and they don't want to be digging up information on what's going on with interest rate. They want to just be hit with a quick 2 or 3 sentence. Hey, are they going up or down, and why? In case I'm driving around with someone who really wants to know why rates went up today or why they went down today and where they're trending. I can give them the 3 sentence version as to what's going on and why, without reading a novel. And I will tell you this today, rates are not getting better. Rates are getting beat up very badly this week and very badly yet again today. If you were on my newsletter, you would be knowing that. You would be being hit with a, hey, lock them if you got them, because until the Iran conflict is settled, our rates are going higher, and we are moving towards 7 if we're not kind of all getting closer to already being there. And there's no end in sight unless there's an end in Iran. And I'll open up any kind of questions you have. And this isn't meant to be political on any side. It's just the truth. The truth is higher oil means higher interest rates. And until the Straits of Hormuz and the Iran conflict is settled, we are going to see higher interest rates like we have over the last basically since the conflict started. I think there's been days and moments that we've seen rates get better on the hope that there's going to be a settlement. Right now, the bond market is king, and the bond market is what drives interest rates. And right now, I think the bond market has grown very tired of the hope and the prayers and that there's going to be talks and settlements. And the bond market is saying, we have a problem, we've been patient. And now the bond market is well, it's selling off. It's selling off, and it's not selling off just here. It's selling off worldwide, and it's right now. It's just it's a very big negative. It's big negative for everything. So I would answer any questions people had on that. I live in that. I know the market very well, and I would open up any questions, thoughts, concerns, or whatever you want to know interest rate wise. I don't predict interest rates. I give the facts, and the facts are what I just said. Until there's a settlement in Iran, we're going to see higher interest rates. And again, if you're working with your mortgage people, if you have a client who's even like in the middle of a or was in the middle of an inspection period, and maybe they're not locking because uh, they're waiting for their inspection to clear. My advice would have been to lock it. I don't want to say it's too late, but again, if this doesn't get settled, rates are going higher. And today is a very bad day. So I don't have a whole lot else, you guys. Any kind of questions you might have, I would love if you want to get on my list. I certainly, reach out, send me your contact information. I'll put you on the list. Doesn't mean we have to work together. I mean, if someday we do, that's awesome. If there's anything I can answer for you on any of our products, anything that we do maybe a little bit differently, I'm here. If you're not wanting to do that today, please reach out. I can almost certainly promise you that at some point in time, we have something that might be able to help you out. That's just a little outside of the box. Obviously, it's always our hope that hey, we get something a little bit odd done. Maybe we can get the one that's not so odd done as well. So, anything else that I can answer or give you guys today?
Yes, Mark. First question: do you have first generation loans?
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, we do all the first generation products that are out there. We don't have a first generation loan. There's not a first generation loan. There's first generation down payment assistance. To answer your question, I guess technically no, we don't not have a first generation loan. We have signed up for all of the, whether it's Ramsey County, its first generation, or any of the first generation, down payment assistance programs that are available. We participate in all of them.
Thanks. Also, do you do commercial, and are you available in Wisconsin?
I'm available nationwide. I can do loans nationwide. I do not do commercial financing, but I have some very good people within Royal Credit Union that do convert commercial financing. We are again, we're at a little bit of a disadvantage. Our if you're looking for really good rates and fees, we're a credit union, and so we have some very good commercial rates. From what I'm told. Again, I don't do them. Just like HELOCs, same thing there. If somebody needs a HELOC, I got people that work at Royal. I send them over there, and they're all very, very happy. I mean, I could do the oddball stuff, like I said, a 10% down lot loan, a 10% or a 20% down rec loan. Somebody wants some hunting land or rec land, we can do that. Currently our rate on that is like 5.6. We still need 20% down on the rec land, but everybody wants 20% down on rec land. Where we're a little different is we'll do 10% down on a lot loan. If you're going to build on it the next 3 years, we got what I think is the best deal in town where somebody can go 10% down and get 5.3. It's a 3-year arm, but a 3-year arm, if you're going to build on it the next 3 years, who cares, right? So, it's 5.3. Our costs on it is very the decent, or the fees are good. And 10% down. I don't know anybody who does 10% down on a lot loan. So, that's just some of our portfolio stuff that we do.
Thank you. Anyone else has a question? Do you have like a flyer? Or you were talking about the flyer earlier. Do you have some, internally that you have that we can share to the agents or something?
I have a whole bunch. I could show you. I mean, if you see my walls of flyers, I have flyers for almost everything, so that's where I really like people to reach out, because I do like to get to know them. So, and if it's something that even we wanted to do, whether it's a co-branded flyer, or if you just want my flyer with my name on it, obviously that's easy. But if you want it co-branded or in some way, shape, or form, to where you want to market it, would love for them to reach out and say, hey, how about a flyer on a 10% down lot loan, or, I want to do a 9-10, or I want to do a 0 down 10-1 arm, or, or even the down payment assistance. I have all the down payment Ramsey County funds, or, the old, the first generation funds that were out there, and the MMCDC, which is kind of still on hold for the last, but I got tons of flyers. So, if somebody wants a flyer, tell me what you want, tell me what you're looking for. And if you say, hey, just send me all of them, I'll send you all of them. Send me a message. Let's see if I could put. Oh, here's what I'll do. Let me just type my email in the.
While you're at it, Mark, how long does it take for a typical application to process?
How long does it take?
Mm-hmm.
A mortgage application?
Mortgage, yeah, if I'm understanding correctly, Kim, probably, yeah. How long does it take for a typical mortgage application process?
Well, that's a great question. It depends upon, if you got somebody who's been on the same job for the last 2 years, one borrower or one job, I probably can get that thing stamped out and approved almost before they leave the application if we're doing it face to face. It's one thing I will also mention. Sometimes loan applications don't all have to be pushed online either. Sometimes people like to get together and do it old school face to face. And so I'm still willing to be able, to do that. A lot of people like the ease of doing the secure online application, but somebody has 5 jobs, 6 jobs, and there's 2 borrowers and they each have 5 jobs in the last 2 years. It doesn't mean they can't still buy a house. They could possibly still buy a house, but we still have to verify all 5 of those jobs. And that there weren't, super large gaps in employment. Hopefully there weren't more than, a week or 2, or a month in gaps in the employment. So, it's kind of a tough question to answer because all files can be a little bit different depending upon, on average, I would say, no more than a week, but in some cases, minutes. In some cases, it might be a couple weeks if we're trying to, battle ourselves through verifying, 5 or 6 or more jobs that people have had in the last 2 years.
I have a quick question.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you hear me. Okay.
Yep, I can hear you, Mark.
Yeah, I'm planning to do like an 86 lot development on a 40 acres in Blaine. Do you guys do any type of land development loans?
For sure. Yeah. I've put you in contact with one of my people that work in the commercial division for sure. If you want to reach out, send me an email. I put my email in the in the comments section. So if you want to send me an email, Mark, after our meeting, and I will put you in contact with what I think is a great, awesome commercial banker. He's really, really good. And, maybe you guys can, I've sent him lots of deals, and most of the time people always thank me, saying, gosh, thank you so much for sending me that person. He really helped us out. So he's good. If he can help you out, I think you'll be happy with the rates and the fees for sure.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I have a quick comment, not a question, but when you were talking about the higher interest rates and so forth in Iran, I would say the best thing all of us can do on a daily basis is pray. I do it every day, and it's very powerful. That's all.
Yeah, I wouldn't disagree with that at all. I would fully embrace that. And I think that you're right. I think that um, we should all pray for a peaceful, because I think that no matter what, obviously it's been a very politically charged, and it shouldn't be political. I think that there's nothing good that comes out of a continued, hopefully whatever side everybody's on, the objectives are met, and the Iran people can get back to living, and we can get back to live, and it would just be it would benefit everybody, not just us here in the United States, but worldwide, for there to be a positive resolution there for
Yeah,
sure.
I agree. And I did daycare for 25 years. And to me, Iran seems like a 2-year-old who's running the household.
Lots of 2-year-olds running every household these days.
Yeah, I want to do parenting classes so badly, but I don't have a degree in child development, just 25 years of daycare and 5 years of nannying, and adopted 4 kids and been babysitting since I was 8, became an aunt at 6.5. So I know nothing about kids, but I've changed every shade of butt that exists.
Yeah, well, that's probably a good analogy, the way you put it. So we'll leave it there. Let's just hope and pray, like you said, for a settlement. I'm sorry, say again.
Mark, is
Are
there
there any other questions?
Mark,
Go ahead, Jeremy.
yeah, is there a minimum down payment?
Is there a minimum
10%.
down payment?
Yeah.
Well, there are zero down options, so it kind of depends upon what program you're doing. Um, it, Again, there could be a zero down option. Um, if you're doing an FHA, there's no way around the 3.5% down. If you're doing a VA loan, it's a zero down. Conventional, if you're doing a 3% down, home ready, home possible, 3% conventional. But there's also zero down conventional options. I mean, there are, they're not, super um, available, but there are zero down conventional options out there. But I would think, I mean, if I was going to say on average, 3% down on a conventional, 3.5 on an FHA, zero down on a VA, is going to cover probably 90 to 95% of the loans. Now, conventional, sometimes people do, they'll do 5, 10, 15, 20. But if you're asking for minimum, on average, 3% conventional, 3.5 FHA, zero VA.
Sounds good. Well, I don't see any more questions in the chat box. Kathy, you have any more?
No, I think that's it. Okay, well, this will be a short huddle. Next week, everyone, we're going to do the new agent and refresher course orientation for anybody that wants to jump on. So the whole team will be on, and you'll be able to learn all about our procedures. But as of that, Mark, thank you so much for the great information. Really appreciate you coming on today. And unless there's anything else from anyone, I guess we'll just let you all go and have a great day.
Thanks, Mark. Thanks, Kathy.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks,
Thanks, Mark.
Thanks, everyone, for attending.
I appreciate you having me.
Of course.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Bye, Mark.